You'd be surprised, but this deck is actually really good. Alright, we're here with my June 2020 Evil Hero deck profile. Before I get into my explanations and start rambling, let's get into the profile. So we're starting off with the monsters with 2 Nibiru, 1 Malicious Edge, 1 Honest Neos, 2 Malicious, 3 Pharaohs, 2 Sinister Necrom, 3 Adusted Gold, 3 Stratos, 1 Infernal Gainer, 2 Solid Soldier, 2 Shadow Mist, 2 Vion, and 2 Increase. For the spells, we have 3 Emergency Call, 1 Hero Lives, 3 Dark Calling, 1 Poly, 1 Raider, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Calling, and 3 Mars Change. No traps, by the way. Moving on to the extra deck, starting with the fusions, we have 1 Malicious Fiend, 2 Malicious Bane, 1 DN, 1 Adoration, 1 Anki, 1 Trinity, 1 Gaia, 2 Dark Claw, and 1 Blast. Now for our links, we have Dread Decimator, Wonder Driver, and 2 Cross Guy. So, in the little video introduction thing, I said this deck is good, and I'm telling you, it is actually so fucking good. And even for the current meta, if you draw into the right hand, it can even play and win games, even against this new Jet Synchron infinite negation boards. Basically, like, this deck actually does stuff. If you don't know, it has the Nibiru, so you can literally wipe their board, and then on the very next turn you can make your own crazy board, including Malicious Bane, and wipe out their entire field. Now, I've been streaming this deck for the last couple of days on my channel at the time of recording this, and you can consistently get a full field of Dread Decimator, Malicious Bane, Malicious Edge, and one other card, which can be, Adoration, or it can be a mask change target. And then it's not too uncommon to have an extra card as well. It may only be a main deck monster, but it's still something. With an Honest Neos in hand, like, this deck actually does some incredible things, and it really just does use all the cards to the maximum potential. One of the biggest changes I have is Infernal Gainer. You don't have to have him there. He's just a low level evil hero that you can use Dark Calling with. His effect lets you attack twice. He's another DN target, which also does come in handy. But for the most part, you're going to be focusing on the other evil heroes, so you can bump up the ratio. So you can bump up Solid Soldier to 3 if you wish. There's a few different things you could do. Bump up Honest Neos. But all in all, this deck does work really well. How you'd really want to play this deck is get Sinister Necrom to your hand, use Pharaohs to ditch Necrom, do the Pharaohs combos, Vion will send Mali to grave, Vion will banish something else to bring Poly to your hand, go to Cross Guy will bring back Mali, pop him to add a Dusted Gold to your hand, and then you use that other Mali to go into Dread Decimator. At this point, you should be able to go into Malicious Edge, Malicious Bane, and then you should have other monsters to either have used for a fusion summon, mask change summon, or whatever you want, really. So this deck is very consistent, works very well. I haven't really had many issues with it at all. And you could say that I have too many elemental heroes, but it works. It really works. This adds your cards to your hand. This adds 3 bodies. Normal summon this, special summon Stratos. That already works out well. And Vion, you don't want to have to banish your evil heroes, so you can use one of your other monsters. Solid Soldier can bring back monsters from grave, which can be useful as well. It works so fucking well. And I'm just saying, if Pharaohs gets negated, Solid Soldier can bring him back if you must change or poly on him, and then you can continue your combos. So then you can end up with the full board regardless. It must change if you don't know. Among Us, Infinite Impediment, Stratos, or Bion must change. You're free, and you get a Dark Claw on board or whatever you want. So yeah, this is honestly one of the best decks I currently have that I've built. I built all my decks. I don't know why I said that. It's literally one of the best decks that I have. It works really well. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm gonna get on out of here. So I'll see you later. I hope you like it. And honestly, yeah, this deck's so fun. It's so fucking good.